If you're a real estate broker struggling to recruit producing real estate agents, I'm about to break down the exact funnel that is getting other brokers across the United States to book calls on autopilot. I'm talking about appointments being booked onto their calendar automatically. And I'm going to go through page by page. You're going to see every page, every step, how they connect and why each page within this funnel works. And once you see how simple this funnel truly is, you can build this entire funnel in just a weekend. But first, why this funnel works? Because if you just copy the pages without understanding the underlying strategy, you're just going to end up wasting your time. So here's a problem. You've tried cold calling, Indeed, maybe a recruiting company, but you keep attracting the wrong people. You end up getting the part-timers, the new licensees, or the agents that come join your brokerage, but they leave just as fast. The producers, the people that you actually want, people that will make you money, they won't even call you back. And there's a reason. And it goes against everything that you've ever been told about recruiting. Now, in a moment, I'll show you the hidden trap that's built into how most brokers recruit. And once you see it, everything is just going to start clicking. I'm also going to tell you about one of our clients, Michael, who felt like his brokerage was invisible. He felt like he couldn't compete with the big brands, and how he ended up recruiting 14 producers in about 2 months of working with us. And keep in mind, he didn't offer more money to agents to bring them over to his brokerage. Now, we've built over 2,900 of these funnels. We've spent over $3 million testing what works. So this video is for brokers who are genuinely serious about building a real system. They're not just looking for another hack. And look, I know you've likely been burned before, so just stick with me for a few minutes and get through the video. So my name is Jazz. I'm one of the co-founders here at agentattraction.io, and we've been in the recruiting game for almost 7 years now. And Michael, the individual that I was just mentioning earlier, he came to us super frustrated. He had a really good brokerage, but he felt like a commodity. He had the same splits as everyone else. He had the exact same pitch, and he never really had anything that made him stand out. He tried cold calling, but he would just get rejected instantly. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with running Indeed ads. Anyone that comes from Indeed, they're just looking for a job. So the people that he was getting from Indeed, these are people that were just super low quality. They were not going to make him any considerable amount of money. He even tried competing on splits, but he attracted people who just left for an additional 5% more. So he told us one day that, guys, I cannot compete with the big brands. What am I supposed to say to get these other agents to come join me and switch over to my brokerage? And that is when we showed him the real problem. It wasn't his offer. It wasn't his splits. It wasn't his brand. It was a method, the way that he was recruiting. The way most brokers recruit, you end up repelling the producing agents. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Say you cold call a producing agent. A producing agent, they're busy, they're successful, they're making money, they're closing deals, and some broker that they've never heard of is pitching them. What does that tell them? That, hey, I need you more than you need me. That screams desperation. And producing agents, they're not going to want to join a desperate broker. They want to join a broker that they genuinely look up to. Same with Indeed. If you're making a job posting on Indeed, you're just going to attract the people that just need a job. You're not going to find people that are high quality, people that are going to close deals, people that are going to, bring you revenue, that are going to add to your bottom line of your real estate brokerage. You're not going to find people that are going to increase your EBITDA. It's going to be very similar to just hiring an in-person recruiter. They're just going to be chasing on your behalf. Personally, in my company, we have a term for all of these old methods, which we like to call the chasing trap. The more you chase, the more they run. And, back to my client, Michael, once he sort of understood this, everything changed. He stopped chasing and he started attracting. And of course, like I said, within 2 months of working with us, he onboarded 14 agents. And what did he do? He built a funnel that flips the entire dynamic. Instead of chasing, he is attracting. Instead of pitching, he's delivering value. And agents are booking onto his calendar. They're coming to him because they want to. And that is what I'm going to be breaking down right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to walk you through how to build a recruiting funnel, the exact recruiting funnel that has been getting success for hundreds of our clients. And I'm going to pretty much give you an in-depth tutorial on how you can set this up. And this should not take too long. You should be able to set this up, within a weekend. And if you can't do it, you can get your recruiter or even a tech person on your team to get this set up for you. So now what I did is I logged into one of our clients' CRM, and we're going to be diving straight into how to build this funnel, what the funnel looks like, and the functionality behind the best recruiting funnel that we found to date. So just to give you a little bit of perspective and a little bit of backstory, there's a lot of different CRMs that you can use, a lot of different CRMs that are out there. Some of the more common ones that are used in real estate are Follow Up Boss. But we found this particular CRM, which I'm assuming that you recognize, Go High Level, to be the best in terms of its functionality. And you can build great websites and funnels when it comes to agent recruiting and when it comes to increasing your agent count. I read this one report posted by Go High Level's team. This is like a completely third-party software that we recommend. And of course, I'm not an affiliate, so I don't get paid for promoting them. According to one report that I read from from their team. They have one of the fastest landing page builders out there. So what that pretty much means is that if you're spending money on marketing, so for example, if you're spending money on Facebook ad, Google ad, Instagram ad, you're really optimizing for conversions where people click on an ad and your page loads so fast that they land on the landing page and they don't drop off. So I know that I'm getting a little bit technical here, but for those of you that are not familiar with that, that is a really big CRO thing. And what the CRO stands for is conversion rate optimization. But what that pretty much means is that, for example, if you click on an ad, maybe on a social media platform, and it takes like a few seconds for that page to load, I mean, you're just gonna drop off and you're gonna go about your day. So that entire click goes to waste. But what Go High Level does, and what we found, it has one of the fastest page load speeds out there, which is really important when it comes to conversions, especially if you're gonna be spending your hard-earned money on marketing. Furthermore, Go High Level is one of the most cost-effective and cheap CRMs out there. If you don't want to increase your overhead, and you don't want to increase your overhead as you onboard more agents, because you don't want to have to wait for them to produce and bring revenue to the business, where they can pay themselves off, especially the cost per acquisition to acquire that and onboard that agent. This is a very cost-effective way to build for scale. I believe you gotta pay like $297 a month or $97 a month, I forget, but you can onboard 10 agents, you can onboard 50 agents, you can onboard 1,000 agents, and there's gonna be no additional cost to you. With other CRMs out there, every time you add a new additional user, it charges you money. So as you scale, your overhead increases at the same time. And I like to keep the overhead always in the back of my mind because I talk to so many different brokers that are currently operating in the red. So this is a very good way to decrease your overhead, to decrease your fixed cost, so you can increase your EBITDA and you can increase the valuation of your brokerage. This is called Go High Level, GHL, and it has a lot of other features as well, where your agents run some buyer and seller lead gen campaigns. They can set up landing pages for their own buyer and seller lead gen side. I mean, it has so many different features. I mean, I can go on and on about the features, but where you're here for today is to learn more about the best recruiting funnel out there and how to build it. So let me walk you through that. The reason why I say this is so simple and why anyone can really build it out, and to be honest, you don't even have to pay us to do this for you, but there's only 3 pages that are required to build this entire funnel. Only 3 pages. I want you to think about that. And a funnel is just like another fancy word for a website. So just think about a website and then think about the 3 pages within a website. So we recommend that you do spend some money on marketing, on advertising. Now, which platform? What we do not recommend is Indeed and WiseHire, but what we do recommend is Facebook and Instagram. And why do we recommend Facebook and Instagram? They're one of the most used platforms out there. People spend a lot of time on these platforms. I mean, every top producer, every seasoned agent is marketing themselves on Facebook and Instagram to generate more buyers and seller leads, and they're posting content there, and they're promoting their business and trying to attract more business through those platforms there. But what I did is I opened up one client here that we're currently working with, and you can see we're running a lot of different images as an ad for them. We're also running a lot of different video, but I want to play an ad for you that we're running on behalf of a client, and you can see how we're also using AI within the ad to attract demand and to get interest and to get people to raise your hand to want you to learn more about the brokerage. But before any funnel, we always have to think about the marketing first, the advertising first. So we recommend Facebook and Instagram. You can see this is one ad that we're running on both Facebook and Instagram. Keep in mind, now I'm going to start getting a little bit technical, but when it comes to paid marketing, paid advertising, or really recording any video, the most important aspect of a video are the first 10 to 30 seconds of that video. That is what is referred to as a hook. You can also refer to that as a first liner, but that is what is going to get people to stop their scroll, watch the video, and consume the video, and it is what is going to get people to retain and stick till the end of the video. So we use AI. We use a lot of AI UGC creators. We use a lot of different ways to just get someone's attention straight away. So that might mean using different actresses, different backgrounds, different font, different sort of editing, but we're doing everything in our power to get someone's attention when they see our client's ad on Facebook or Instagram. And what is more important is that people are so distracted nowadays, and people have so many different things going on that you only sometimes have half a second to get someone's attention. So we're currently spending over $100,000 a month of our own money internally as a company to test out different ads, test out different creatives, different backgrounds, different actresses, different sort of scripting, and AI, including AI, to see what gets the best cost per result, what is going to get the cheapest cost per click, what is going to get the cheapest cost per lead, and then whatever we find to be a winner, we pass it on to our customer base. And that is exactly what we're doing here with this one client here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video for you first, which shows you an example of the ad, and then it'll show you, and then it will make sense for me to show you the funnel and how to build out the entire funnel as well. Otherwise, it's not really going to make sense. So let me play the video, and then you guys can watch it.
Vancouver realtors, you don't need more leads. You need appointments that close. Our brokerage guarantees them.
Real estate agents, listen up. We'll guarantee meet.
So as you can see, we're testing a lot of different hooks because we know hooks to be 80% of the battle. And anytime we get someone's attention, then we have an actress that we contract out. So we contract a lot of work from real life actors, and we get these actors to record the ad because that is their day-to-day job. That is what they do for a living. And they're the best in front of a camera, far more than I could ever be, and some of the other team members within the company. So we contract our work from professional actors to record on your behalf. And they're essentially seen as a team member for your brokerage. So we run both images and videos, and typically images are going to be like 1/3 of the cost of video ads. But we do sacrifice quality of the agent when we're running image ads. But when we're running videos, they're a little bit more expensive, but you're going to get some quality people coming through your advertising. Now, this is completely different from running Indeed ads or running ads on WiseHire or really any other job board, which is what most brokers are stuck with when they initially come work with us. And they mentioned that, I've been running Indeed ads and I've only been getting people that are newly licensed, or they come and join our brokerage, but they leave just as fast. So we run image ads, video ads, we run this sort of advertising, and then people finally then land on a landing page. So we get their name, email, and phone number, we get their contact information, and then we finally get them to land on the first page of the funnel. So this is referred to as a VSL funnel. And as you're looking at this, you're likely wondering, this is pretty simple, this is pretty basic. And it is true, it is pretty basic, it is very simple, but this works. This is what we found to be the best. I mean, we've tested hundreds of funnel variations, we've tested out hundreds of different funnel types and different conversion mechanisms. We've yet to be able to beat this control that we've found here. We simply have a headline with a sub headline, and since people are distracted, we let them know that, hey, it's only going to take you 60 seconds to apply. Just watch the video below this, and we mention the offer, and by taking the least amount of space possible, we throw in the brokerage's logo at the top, and then we just license out a video for our clients here, which explains the offer. And then there's a CTA towards the end of the video. A CTA is called a call to action, and the call to action gives people reasons to apply, to self-apply, to self-book, and then to ultimately show up for the appointment, to show up for the call. So as you can see here, this is a video that we license out, and then we simply ask for just a bunch of information from the agent, like, hey, are you a solo agent? Are you a team leader? Are you a broker? How much are you currently doing in production? What is your goal? Where are you currently licensed? What is the number one thing that is holding you back from reaching your goal? What is your intent level? How soon do you want to switch brokerages? Is this like an immediate thing, or is this sort of something that you have in the back of your mind, but you're sort of like 30 to 90 days out? Or have you already made up your mind that you would never switch your brokerages, that you're happy where you're currently at? This allows our clients to spend more time with people that are more serious and spend less time with people that are not serious, so that they don't waste their time and they can focus on the highest leverage activity within their business. I mean, the clients that we're working with, these are busy individuals. They have families, they're running a business, they're managing emotions, they're managing people, they have overhead, maybe they're even closing their own deals. So we cater the entire system to that sort of client. So more importantly, I'm sure you spend far more time on your phone than you do on your desktop. So what we more so also focus on is ensuring that this landing page has been optimized for mobile, because that is where majority of your traffic is going to be coming from. As you can see, if someone does go on their iPhone and they open up this landing page here, they're not going to have to scroll down to apply. That will destroy conversions. Instead, they simply open up the page, they can see the application right underneath after watching the video, and then they can apply. So guys, this is how simple it is. You just simply throw your logo at the top, you just insert an image, and you throw in your offer. And if you do decide to apply to come speak with my team, we'll also cover what sort of offers are converting out there in the marketplace. I mean, like I said, we're working with over 2,900 brokers, so we sort of know what's worked, what hasn't worked. So far, we found about 7 offers to convert really well. This is one of the higher converting offers out there. And we simply license out all of the assets. So if you want to learn more about that, of course, you can find the link somewhere in the description, and then you'll be able to speak with my team, and we can go from there. But this is what the page looks like, and it is pretty simple. There's nothing too complicated about this first page here. And then once people do apply, they fill out this short questionnaire. You can call it a quiz, you can call it an application. They then land on a booking page. This booking page is where they could then book an appointment by themselves onto your calendar. For a lot of brokers that we talk to, this is like a completely new concept. A lot of them didn't even know that there's a way to get agents to self-book onto your calendar. Imagine waking up on a Thursday morning and you see 3 appointments lined up with other agents in your local market wanting to learn more about your brokerage because they've consumed a video that talks about your value proposition, your USP, and now they're onto your calendar, and all you have to do is really just conduct the appointment. We found Calendly to be the best here, so what we did is we just embedded Calendly onto this page here, and then at the end, once they do book an appointment, they land on the thank you page, where it serves 2 purposes. Number 1, get people to get notifications on their iPhone so they actually show up for the appointment. First, it's hard to get someone's attention. We gotta solve that. Then we need to get people to apply and book an appointment. That is already a hard enough task to do. And then at the end, we need to get people to actually show up for the appointment. So there's a lot of big constraints that we need to solve in the correct order, and a lot of bottlenecks here. So one of the ways that we solve this is we have an engineer on board the team that has custom coded a button that where prospects can click this button, they can add this event to their iPhone calendar, and they can get these reminders directly from their iPhone. So the benefit here is that someone may or may not open their email inbox. They may or may not ignore their text messages, but they will see the notifications that are coming from their iPhone. And the big benefit here is that you're going to increase your show up rate. People are going to come in warmed up, and all in all, you're getting people excited for the call because people want to make more money. Real estate agents want to switch to a better brokerage out there, and if you have a better brokerage, you have a better offer, you have things to offer, a unique value proposition, agents will be excited to show up for the call as well. So that is all you need, just a simple 3-page funnel. Now we've tried complex funnels, we've tried going to the inner depths of funnel strategies and websites and whatnot, but we've yet to be able to beat these controls here. We've yet to beat them. And we're testing over $100,000 per month in advertising. We have full-time media buyers, we have funnel builders on our team, and we have yet to be able to beat this control here. So it is very simple to set up. This is something that you could just replicate on your own. But if you are someone that does value your time over money, you want leverage, you want to be able to continue doing whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, you could be spending time with your family, you might be on a vacation, maybe you want to continue selling more houses, maybe you're likely busy with managing your team, your brokerage, accounting, legal, whatever it is. I mean, I'm sure you're wearing like 53 different hats as a CEO of your real estate brokerage. So if you don't want to have anything to do with tech, anything to do with setting up softwares and CRMs and all this sort of stuff, find a link somewhere below this video. You'll be able to apply, you'll be able to jump on a call with my team, and my team will set up everything for you. We're going to set up what already works, and all you have to do is simply attend some appointments. That is all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else. So what I'm also going to do is that I'm also going to link this funnel in the description of this video. You can click the link. You can add this funnel to your Go High Level account if you already have a Go High Level account. If you don't have a Go High Level account, you can create an account. You can get this funnel imported in there. And the only thing that you really have to change is really just creating the video. Okay. So once again, if you don't want to have anything to do with any of the tech stuff, that is what we're here for. That is a value that we provide to our customer base that I want you to apply, and then we'll just come in and just take care of everything for you. But this is the agent attraction IO system, and this is what we live, breathe, and live all day. So if you just want something proven, you don't want to, and you just like things that are hands off, you don't have to look at it, you don't have to touch it, you just want the end result. You just want more agents to your brokerage. Find the link somewhere below this video, apply, and we'll happily have a chat with you. Apart from that, my name is Jazz, and I will see you in the next video.